On the bow of the ship was a stunning woman, and while many might think she was just a statue, Mark believed he could play with her, touching her hair and her cheek. Then, as if under some kind of spell, Mark insisted on buying the ship. What he didn't know was that the woman who seemed to be a statue was, in fact, alive. After Mark purchased the Mary, he planned to take his whole family out to sea. However, as the photographer was taking pictures for memories, Mark froze in shock. At the moment the photo was taken, a white shadow swiftly flashed past. The group was terrified and rushed to check, but found nothing unusual. However, no sign of any disturbance was, in fact, the biggest disturbance. The photographer stared at the Mary with a puzzled expression, a sense of ominous premonition creeping up on him. But since the money had already been paid, he reluctantly continued to accompany Mark's family on their sea trip. When night fell, the ship's cabin seemed quiet with everyone asleep, but a strange shadow was creeping toward them. It looked like the statue on the bow had come to life. Mark was the first to sense the danger. He shot up in alarm, planning to check the statue, but as soon as he opened the cabin door, a rope caught his eye. It was a rope for hanging oneself. Mark stepped up to it, tried it on, and the loop fit perfectly around his neck, almost as if it was made just for him. Mark realized there was potential danger ahead and continued moving toward the bow. There, he saw someone standing, his photographer, facing away from him like he had lost his soul. Mark slowly approached the photographer. The reflection of light off the water made the photographer look even more eerie, as though a devil was living inside him. The next second, the photographer slowly turned around. Upon seeing Mark, he charged at him, knocking him to the ground. Mark's wife rushed over to help, and together, they managed to pin the photographer down. The photographer screamed in agony, as if possessed by a demon. They struggled through the terrifying night, waiting for the morning to come. Mark was determined to get the photographer off the ship. By now, he was sure that the ship was cursed, and he thought the photographer should leave too. But stubbornly, he decided to give it one more try, taking his family back out to sea. Was he really putting his family in grave danger? Sure enough, once night fell, strange events began to unfold again. Mark's wife noticed a light flicker in the cabin, and then, the next moment, a shadow quickly passed by.